Hello, welcome to your chess channel. Here we go. This is a game I played against Morocco today, a 5-minute game on chess.com. So it's a Spanish. Let's get into it. That's the wall against the Berlin. So here's bishop b3, and so I play c3. Here black's probably more than likely going to go bishop here, and I just want to show you if white ever loses this pawn, other than the queen can take it, then bishop d5 quite often in the Spanish picks up one of the knights. So it's a wee little trick, a wee little trap. It's not a hard trap to find, but often black will take this pawn, not in this situation, and then find that they're skewered with a bishop to d5 move, picking up either the knight on c6 or the knight on e4. So here we go, rook d1, bishop g4 as promised. So I biffed the bishop twice against my opponent with same sort of rating as mine currently. I biffed the bishop twice. Okay, back here, and now comes d4, and black retreats to b6. Or retreat might be the wrong word. Here is e5, obviously threatening the knight. So queen e7 happens. So now, of course, I can't capture this knight because I lose my queen for a piece and a pawn probably. So here's knight c3. Now I am actually attacking the knight and able to capture it because there's no there's now protection of my queen on e2 by the knight placed on c3. Take. Now the only place really for the knight is there, and now I play bishop g5. And this is tossing back around. Maybe some people would play knight d5. It might be really good. I'm not sure. I play bishop g5, and of course f6 is an illegal move because I can take the king, or I can call the director of play, arbiter, maybe even an international arbiter, and say, excuse me, my opponent's left their king on pre. They've made an illegal move, and I'm not even sure what the ramifications are of late with that rule being broken. So queen e8, what would you play here now? Maybe, well, first of all, I'm got to watch out that I'm not going to have this pawn capture of mine to lose a pawn. So this is a topsy-turvy game, of course. So e6. And now fe6 and bishop e6. Now queen e6 is also possible, but I don't think it's very good. I will just show you very quickly. Now queen takes is possible, but then I just go bishop takes, check, and bishop d7, winning a piece. And I've got the machine on. It's not meant to be on. So that's what the computer gives. So here, if queen e8, then probably rook e8, rook d7, and rook f3. And so without going into that further, it's not too bad, is it, for black? Because they've got reasonable position, I believe. The other thing is that one I analysed was this. I can't do this because if I do a new variation, it's going to destroy the game. So king h8, and now I went bishop d7 because I'm defending my queen again, but not my knight on f3 eventually. So, but here was a wee bit of a surprise, knight b4, and I went king g2. I have to be careful. I can't just move this knight's attacked at the moment. I can't just move it unless I move it here. I can't move it here, because then I'm going to have to contend with moves like bishop f2 or rook f2 with discoveries in mind for black. So I play king g2, a bit not very good, obvious reasons. So here I can't go knight here, because just bishop takes knight and then bishop takes knight check if the rook takes on d4 again. So play bishop f5 just to throw a spanner in the works. Bishop f3, king f3, g6. Now I actually, strangely enough, get away with this, but I still think that this move here that black plays isn't as good as this move. I'm sure everyone will appreciate that this is probably a better move for black than rook f7. My opponent plays rook f7 and I play rook d7. And so that now if the rook, the only thing that black can do to retain the pin on the bishop on f5 is to either move this back or take it. So is to move this back here or to defend it with this rook here. But no good as this move, of course, because of bishop g7 check, picking up the rook, and then black can take the bishop on f5. It's not really, it's neither here nor there if they get to win that piece. I could show you what would happen if that happens, but I'm not going to. You can see that bishop g7 and bishop f6 check is very good, and even if rook, even if gf5 after king g8, gf5 or whatever it was, I sort of lost the thread a wee bit, then just g5 for white is beautiful for the bishop in there, and all the pawns are nicely situated, and black would have to worry about a rook to g7 check, and then king h8, rook f7 check, I think, and then rook takes rook, just exchanging pieces. So anyway, this is what happened. Bishop g7. This is what I said is a topsy-turvy game. Here I'm probably best, who knows, to play bishop back to e6, but I play rook d1. Now this kind of started messing with my brain a wee bit, because my opponent goes knight c6, and here the obvious threat is a rook takes bishop and knight e5 check if the rook takes back to d7. It's just knight e5. So I for some reason might know that. You be the judge. I don't know if I do or not. I play here a move that is tentative to maybe even resigning. I might as well resign after rook d5. So I get, okay, knight check is not so good. I'll just go rook takes knight, rook takes bishop, and everyone can see checkmate in one move, can't they? But my opponent doesn't do that. As previously mentioned, they just go rook d7, and I go, okay, fine, whatever. Now we're in a completely even bishop and knight endgame, even though my king is well posted. So I have to utilize that. So I do f4. So I start to block the moves that the knight particularly can do, because in endgames they say, in the endgame book that I've learnt from, which is just practical endings, or so basic chess endings or something like that, they're good basic chess endings, is prevent, this is Fisher's or Karpov's idea, is prevent knight moves. So here we go, let's get into this. b4, this is my first prevention of knight moves. So in a way, I'm sort of like having to win this game twice, if you get what I'm saying, which is a bit sort of like a wee bit naughty me saying that, because my opponent's just come back from the dead. So topsy-turvy. Now c5. Do I want to take this pawn or anything? What do you think you do here? Do you think I want to take this pawn? Do I want to play a3? Or do I want to do something else? I do the obvious. I go king c6, king e8. Now, if king e6, then I might be tempted to play f5 for white. And then after the capture, gf5 check. And then the king sort of has to run here. And then this bishop can come in here, check. Okay, and then the king has to go here, which is where it moves right away anyway. But then my pawn can march here, and it's just threatening f7 check. And then the king is hampered by having to look after this passed f pawn and this knight on d7, which is pretty important. Now, if black takes this, it's neither here nor there, because these pawns over here can be defended by white, even though I'm white in this position. So go king here. So it looks like I'm just not really worried about it. My opponent plays c4. It's a bit sad really, because if pawn takes pawn, then that's not really good. Maybe a5 might be a try, because the coordination's not the greatest now for black. c4, I just take this pawn. Bishop e3, I just take this pawn. And like, I'm very, very comfortable here in this position now. Maybe black would like to play this, but after a4 it doesn't look very nice or pleasant for black. So knight f6, I just took this other pawn. So I've just wiped out 3 pawns. So now I'm on, now I have 5 versus 2 only. And here is shortly where my opponent resigned. So very, very topsy-turvy that game. I hope you enjoyed today's session. We don't care about that, do we? And that's David Wegener over now. Note, please, the John Andrews Mazda, Ford Mazda in Auckland, that I got this jacket from the head salesman up there, where I bought a car up there a few months ago. And I have to make sure that I've got the Mazda symbol here, of course. I've got the Mazda symbol here. And I have to make sure I show the Ford as well. So they've got the Ford up there. Very, very good guys there. Absolutely wonderful people to deal with. Thank you very much. That's Auckland and Great North Road, I believe. John Andrew Mazda, Ford Mazda. Thank you very much.